What do you do when you notice someone is sad or looking upset? Here's the kicker though. Sometimes that's all that matters. Hi everyone, my name is Charles Jones, a school librarian, and I'm going to be analyzing The Rabbit Listen by Cori Doerrfeld. This is a great book to talk to your students about the complexity of emotions and what best strategies to use when someone is feeling sad or upset. So without further ado, let's get into it. The story starts off with one day Taylor decided to build something new, something special. Open up the conversation by asking students, what do you think Taylor is going to build? A lot of students have been invested in Legos and building blocks, so it's great to keep them invested in the story by having them wonder, yeah, what is Taylor going to make here? The story continues, something amazing. Taylor was proud. Ask your students, how does it feel when you have made something? What are some things that you have created? That can be through building blocks, that can be something that is digital media, that can be just regular art. Have students open up, what is something that you created? How did that make you feel when you finished it? Unfortunately, the story progresses with, out of nowhere, these crows come and destroy Taylor's building. You should ask the students, how do you think Taylor's going to feel? Pre-K, kindergarten, and first grade students might open up by just saying sad. But from second grade on, I want you to challenge them. What are other emotions that Taylor could be feeling in this moment? She could be feeling perplexed, annoyed, confused, angry, disappointed. All of those are valid emotional responses to this situation. So we notice that Taylor is alone here, and the primary question at hand is this. What do you do when you notice someone is sad or looking upset? The story is going to have multiple animals come and use different tactics to make Taylor feel better. Here's the kicker though. Not all of them are wrong, but not necessarily all of them are right. And that's the deeper conversation you can have with them. But let's break it down. The chicken was the first to notice. The chicken's asking, I'm sorry this happened. Let's talk about it, cluck cluck. But Taylor didn't feel like talking, so the chicken left. Sometimes it is true. It is good to talk about it. Students might even open up with stories and scenarios of where they have had someone come and talk to them when something unfortunate has happened. Allow them to share those stories because this is going to really break down the nature of what the chicken is doing here. Next came the bear. And the bear is positing a different emotional strategy by being angry. And sometimes it's okay to be angry. I remember back in my undergraduate days where people would go out during finals and they would just yell during that. And yes, sometimes that can be very helpful, but is it always helpful? Is it the best strategy always? The elephant posits something just to remember exactly the way things were. This one has a more restorative nature to it. If you remember the way things were, then maybe you could fix it again. But as you see here in our story, Taylor didn't feel like remembering. Sometimes when people are upset or feeling sad, they don't want to remember anything right now. Sometimes those strategies don't work. But again, open up the conversation. Have your students ever been in a situation where remembering how things were helped them? This page has obviously 4 different animals who posit some things. The hyena says to laugh about it. Sometimes laughing about it can be very helpful, and sometimes it isn't. Then we have the ostrich. Let's pretend nothing happened. I would posit this is not even a good strategy by any means, because to pretend nothing happened is to say that it doesn't matter. So I would definitely clarify to students that just pretending it doesn't happen doesn't work, especially when they might be on the playground and someone has gotten hurt. It's not simply good just to forget about it. Kangaroo says, yeah, let's throw it all away. Interesting strategy. Open up the conversation with the students. How do they feel about that? Do you just throw away some of those things when someone else has ruined it? Really, the most restorative act here could be the crows coming back and helping them fix it. And then we even have the snake that says, let's go knock down someone else's. Someone might feel upset and they might want to go knock down someone else's. This strategy is not helpful at all. But Taylor didn't feel like doing anything with anybody, so eventually they all left and Taylor was alone. Pause in that moment when you're reading the book. Some of those strategies are helpful. You might even ask students which one is the best one. Have them even rank them to see which ones are most helpful. Taylor didn't even see the rabbit, and the rabbit moved closer and closer until Taylor could feel its body. Pause for a moment and ask them, what is the rabbit saying? What is the rabbit doing? It's just being present. And sometimes that's all that matters. Then Taylor is sitting in silence and tells the rabbit, please stay with me. And the rabbit listens and the rabbit just stays. And then here's the most wonderful part of the entire story. Now Taylor's talking like the chicken. And now Taylor is shouting, just like the bear. And now Taylor is remembering, just like the elephant has suggested, and now the Taylor is laughed, just like the hyena, and it keeps going on and on and on. And throughout the rabbit listening to Taylor, Taylor has been able to explain just how she is feeling. And it was important for Taylor to get through all of those emotions. Why? Because at the end of the story, we have something that is definitely more auspicious. And Taylor has decided, I can't wait to build again. That's important. You need the rabbit to listen so that someone could understand all of those feelings that they might have inside. You don't simply just throw away those emotions. You have to confront them and deal with them. And then what's miraculous is that Taylor's plan in the future is even better than the one that she made in the beginning of the story. And that's the book. Hi, thank you for watching. I want you to drop down in the comment section, what strategy do you think worked the best? And tell me a story of when you got to console a child who was feeling sad or upset. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.